Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back again to Rebels Radio. We're at an unexpectedly very sunny Arbour Park this afternoon here. It's a bit warm as well, a bit humid, and we're looking forward to this National League South tie between Slough Town and Weymouth. It's been a month since Slough played a home league match. They've been able to continue their unbeaten run in that time, which is now at 6 games after their FA Cup success on Tuesday. They now face a Weymouth side just a place and a point above them, a good opportunity, you'd think, to make it 7. However, though, the Terrors have become a bit of a bogey team for the Rebels. No wins in the last 6 meetings between the two sides. At Arbour Park last October, the Rebels did well to come back from 2 goals down before eventually losing it in the 88th minute. And at the Bob Lucas Stadium, on the final away day, saw them lose 2-0 to Weymouth, who needed that 3 points in order to secure their amazing escape from relegation last season. And Matt Lynch now just casually walking across to take his first corner of hopefully many this afternoon, which will lead to goals. What a perfect start this could be if we can get one in the first minute here. The conga line, the famous conga line, is out. Aimed towards the middle. Aweka heads down. I think it was just almost cleared off the line there. I'm not sure if it was in the end quite on the line, but it's deflected off of Tyrese Dyson out for a goal kick in the end. Do you think, surprisingly, the weather, I don't think a lot of people were expecting it to be quite as humid and warm today. Do you think that might play an issue? Well, I'll ask you again in a minute as the free kick's headed away. It's going to be Monash to pick it back up again. It is very warm, actually, this afternoon instead of what we're probably expecting to be a mild, boring middle of the October as a ball comes in there, and I think it's been flagged offside in the end from George Alexander in the middle of the box there. It's fallen for Monash Sandiri to try and spread the ball around to Tyrese Dice, who's just inside the centre circle. Puts a brilliant ball forward for Minas. The keeper's out of his goal. He's flicked it past him, Minas, but it's been kicked up into the air there by the defender. Keeper was beaten. In the end, Slough can't quite pick the ball back up, and now there's a break on for Weymouth. Robert slips through to Ezio Torre, who gets his first chance to make a run, and what a clashing tackle that was from Tyrese Dice there. Definitely made his presence known, I think, there. It's going to be Matt Lynch as well. It's going to be a very deep one, though, to get this in, probably towards that back area where Dan Bayliss is going to lurk. There we go. Matt Lynch does play it into the box. Dan Bayliss will try and win the header. It's just, what on earth's going on there? It's somehow stayed on the pitch. Thought it'd gone out for a goal kick. I think Dan Bayliss just managed to keep the ball alive. And eventually Weymouth have ended up conceding a corner. But there were claims, I think, of a foul as well on Dan Bayliss there. And it will be Dice to resume play. It's thrown to Lynch. Into the feet of Minas. Across to Josh Chapman, who has space. Will he try to shoot? He does. It's a long-range effort towards the near post, the left-hand side post of Benfield. And it's a couple of yards wide in the end. So Chapman now with a throw. I think Dom Hutchison is okay as he is on the ball at the moment. He does play a ball across to Johnny Goddard, who has space. He turns on his left foot. It's a good strike towards goal and a good save in the end from Benfield. And we finally do have our first big chance of the game there. I don't think it's been that bad. It's just one of those games where both sides have been fairly even. The heat may have, or the warmth I should say, not the heat, may have played a little bit of a part, though it seems to have cooled down a bit now. And there's still a fair amount of time left to go. Over half an hour left to play as Dominic Hutchison has been set away now by Luthra. He slips it through to Minas in the box. Tries to strike towards the near post. He's just kind of side-footed it in the end. Big chance there for Slough. And then he plays it all the way across to the right flank to Stephen. Tries to slip Howe through, and Sandiri sweeps that move up. Long ball from him. It's played short to the goalkeeper. He doesn't quite get there. Minas slips it back into George Alexander. And what on earth has happened there? Open goal in front of him there, George Alexander. And I'm not quite sure. Did he try and pass it there?
To be honest, I think he tried to have a touch instead of hit it first time, and the lad's got his foot in, but that's definitely the best chance of the game, 100%.
We'll keep an eye on it in a second as we wait for this corner kick, which is taken short by Lynch. to Hutchinson. Played back to Matt Lynch. Strike towards goal. It's curling out. It's actually gone out for a throw-in in the end. So we'll call that a cross and be really nice to Matt Lynch on his birthday. Long ball forward from Weymouth, headed away by Wecker. Slade in the middle there, again sweeping the ball away from Johnny Goddard, who, if I'm being very unbiased, although I'll pause for a second, as Goodship now has a run on this left wing. Tried to cut back onto his strong right foot, plays it to Berish, who strikes towards goal, and it's again another comfortable one in front of Luthra, who just picks it up into his chest. I think for me, actually, I was going to say, I think if I'm being unbiased, I actually want to rate my man of the match today is actually Harvey Slade of Weymouth. I think he's been very, very good at kind of doing Menash's job this afternoon.
Yeah, he's broken play up well for them.
Yeah, he's been very good. He's been their best man, I think, on the pitch. And there we go. Full-time whistle here at Arbour Park. A competitive 0-0 draw in the end, although Slough will probably be the more frustrated of the two sides.